Posters up that start.
No.
I'm with the media.
Stay off the property.
Stay on the property. Keep stepping on the. Stay out there. Stay out there. Okay, stay on the sidewalk.
I respect your job. You were on.
That's rude. Wow. What county are you guys from? Where are you guys? What police station is this?
No. But that's in the jacket.
Nobody has to answer what station this is?
Huh?
No one has to answer what station they're acting from?
Yeah, I mean, no one has to answer me, but I'd have to answer anything they said if I was on the property.
I'm a peaceful public witness.
Yeah, I know, me too. I'm slightly scared to say
we
things.
pay the tax money that pays everybody's salaries.
Yeah, we also pay the tax money.
I don't see anybody being offended in any way.
Yeah, we pay their salaries.
We do.
Yeah, and we paid for this park. Right
who's
here.
being protected here?
Really though? Really, who is being protected?
Where's the victim of this crime?
But then again, it's kind of sad because, like, you know, they're practicing freedom of speech being on that property, but at the same time, I'm literally slightly scared of speaking out loud right now. I'm slightly scared of speaking out loud right now because I don't want to offend anybody, and it's kind of wrong because, like, I'm not afraid of offending you, because we can have a conversation about it. Yeah, because we're equals, right?
It's true. It's true.
I mean, I don't know. I thought they were tools of the system, and the system is the government, which is a tool of the people. And we're the people. So I don't see, you know, our public servants really serving us. But, you know, I mean, I guess that's what this whole protest is about, right? It's about
Aren't you supposed to be defending the constitutional right that they're here exercising?
Well,
isn't this the freedom of peaceful protest?
Yeah, isn't the government supposed to derive its just powers from the governed?
So the bail bonds that are there, what is going on?
What bail bonds?
The money that we collected for
we put it in the bank account this morning.
Okay.
I mean,
just making sure.
I mean, if Jayel...
Who's being defended when you're arresting veterans?
Yeah.
Who served your freedom?
Man.
Who's being protected?
Oh man, he really did serve for a good cause, huh? To protect our freedoms that are being trampled.
He served to protect the people who are standing here. Every single one of us, police or not.
Well, they all take an oath to the Constitution. This certainly is.
Well, they have all broken their own oaths because they're here to serve and protect our constitutional rights.
Freedom of assembly and redress.
So far, I saw a girl who wasn't resisting get slammed. That was pretty impressive.
The people united will never be defeated. The people
united will never be defeated. We represent you guys too. We represent you guys too.
The people united will never be defeated.
The whole world's watching this, guys. You're accountable to the people who put you into your power.
Shame on you.
You're accountable to the people who put you in office.
Disgusting shame. A disgusting shame.
Stand up for the Constitution. You don't arrest people.
No victim, no crime. Where's the victim?
For 800 cities.
Take an oath to the Constitution.
Where's the victim of the crime? I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen, and I'm asking as a peaceful witness. Where's the victim of this crime?
Disrespect your servant.
You take an oath to the Constitution.
Disrespect that flag right there. You disrespect it.
All watching.
Disrespect it.
This is the freedom of free speech. You guys swore to protect this oath. You guys are employed to protect this amendment. You guys are here to defend these people based on what they're exercising, and you're breaking the oath at the same time. How can you have a double standard?
This is not America.
Where's the victims?
This is not the way America works.
Where's the victims of this crime?
This is not the way America works. This is not a police state.
I can't sit in the chair. I can't sit in the chair on that property. I can't stand to share that property. What?
You will go to jail tomorrow.
You're telling me that I'm going to jail tomorrow.
During the day.
During the day, why?
During the day.
Why are you telling me that I'm going to go to jail?
You can threaten someone that you're going to arrest them later tomorrow for standing peaceably on the street? Can we? Can we though? Hey, can we though, man? We're here. We're here defending the same exact thing that you're supposed to be.
For standing on public property. On public property.
Who gave you your orders to arrest innocent people, peaceful protesters?
You know this is public property too.
Who gave you your order? Who gave you your order to arrest peaceful protesters that are doing so under the right of their constitutional amendment?
My friend, the law.
You swore to uphold the law. You swore to uphold the Constitution.
You're supposed to be upholding the
You're supposed to be upholding those laws.
The law told them to do this. What about
The First Amendment says that Congress cannot enact a law that prohibits people from exercising their freedom to protest peaceably.
the law told you to arrest these people, and yet what you are doing by arresting them is an unlawful process because you are restricting their freedom of speech. That's the truth.
Cool, I got you on recording. It's recording, it's okay. I'm just listening to you tell us we're going to get arrested.
Who are you protecting?
During the day if we come here tomorrow.
Where's the victims of the crime that these people are being arrested for?
Well, obviously, can you explain?
These are all citizens of the county that you're employed right? Are we not all citizens who put you into office?
See me in my office. See me in my office.
Why?
You want to debate?
No.
Sir.
Why don't you come down here when you're not in uniform and you debate as a person? No, as a person. You know what I mean? Why do I have to come to your office and talk to you as a police officer when we're trying to ask you a question about the government that governs all of our lives?
You're supposed to be here protecting this right.
Is governed by this government.
Do you not have to have a conscience if it's an order?
From the governed, the democracy, the people.
Do you not have to have a conscience if it's an order? I'd like that as a peaceable question. I'm not here to oppose anybody. I'd really like to have that question answered. If you have an order, do you not have to have a conscience? Do you not have to understand that this is the act of the Free Amendment, the First Amendment, where people have the right to peaceably protest, and that Congress cannot enact a law that defies that? You guys swore an oath to uphold that, so I'm asking a very honest question to the people who our tax dollars goes to pay to employ to protect us. Who am I being protected from?
And if the Congress can't make a law to take away from our natural laws that are in the Bill of Rights, then how the hell can a city council do it? Can a city council
can't. That's the point. That's the point of the First Amendment.
That restricts our First Amendment right?
They cannot.
No. Do you think we're protesting out here for no reason? Ha! You guys are literally destroying our First Amendment right now, and that in itself is reason to protest, because we're not going to be Egypt, we're not going to be Australia, we're not going to be the Arab Spring where people can come out, you have military can come up here and smack me in the face for peacefully protesting. A Marine vet can get shot in the head with a rubber bullet for standing on public property.
A vet can get arrested
and thrown in jail for who knows how long for sleeping on public property.
Paid for by his tax dollars?
All over the place sleeping on public property. And you know what? It does not help us, the taxpayers, throwing them in jail and making us pay their fucking food and shelter when they chose to sleep on the street. No one's doing any no one's doing any crime. If there is a crime, that's why you guys are out here patrolling right now. That's why the police department doesn't close from 11 to 6. So why the hell should a park that is public and free to the people be closed at 11 to 6? The streets aren't. You guys can't patrol out there and make sure that we're safe here at our public spot. Instead, you're saying, oh, it's too much of a hassle for me to
live down the street. This is really sincere.
From 11 to 6. So
I mean this genuinely. I mean this genuinely. This is very sincere. I live down the street, and the past 3 nights I've heard multiple gunshots. I'm curious why a riot squad didn't go down there and go investigate why there's been gunshots in a peaceful neighborhood. I grew up in Desert Hot Springs. I know all about that. So
I don't see why
I'm wondering why there's not riot squad out there
on Halloween night
trying to arrest people who are out doing something.
Wasting our tax dollars, your tax dollars.
I sincerely believe that each one of you are free individuals with your own perspectives, and your own opinions and your own beliefs, and everybody has the right to be that. And can you not, in your office and in your state of authority that you were given by these people, return that same respect, that same loyalty to that law that you swore to uphold, that you took an oath to?
Amen.
Can you not do that? And I say that as an individual. My name's Elijah. I'd really like to discuss that with any one of you guys. I'd like to know your name. I'd like to know your opinion on this.
And that's why I'd like you down here without your badge, so you can speak in person.
You know my
like
name.
a person.
My name's Lieutenant William Sullivan.
Lieutenant.
And we've been out here earlier this week. And if you'd like to discuss it with me, you know where my office is. And come on by tomorrow.
Well, we're all public witnesses. We came here for this purpose, to ask you why you're doing this.
And
this has been public notice, where you can just threaten people that you're not going to let them have their constitutional right, and then supposedly people have to come to your office to talk to you. We're right here. People came here to talk to you guys. We came here to ask you why this is happening. I came here personally just to ask you that. I'm standing here on the sidewalk, and I came here to ask the question.
That's terrorism.
I came here to ask, as a citizen, who I'm being protected from.
And I engaged in that conversation on Friday night, and I engaged in that conversation on Saturday night.
And what was your response? Because I missed that.
You would come back at an unknown.
That's not a reason of who's being victimized.
You said you wouldn't reveal your tactics, as in your tactics, as in war tactics against the people, the citizenry of Palm Desert, the citizenry of the Coachella Valley, your tactics. Okay, man. I mean, are we armed? Are we really a threat to the public when we're organizing things to really help the public, when we're organizing things to actively engage with the democracy, when we're trying to educate people into why they should be involved in their government?
Who are you protecting?
But we're the bad guys.
In town tonight.
Yeah,
this is the last place there will be crime.
Yeah, I sure hope people aren't getting killed down the street. I sure hope there's little kids not being molested down the street on Hallows Eve. You know, you guys didn't come last night.
If we're invalid in our view, I'd like to be educated. I'm
yeah, I mean, we sit here and criticize and criticize, and yet we have no response.
This is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. I'm a canvas. Educate me.
Show us our lesson.
Tell me what I need to learn by this.
I don't understand.
What do I need to learn by this?
Can't you see why we're outraged? Can't you see why we're outraged?
There's nothing right about this process.
There's nothing right about this process.
Who's being protected?
If there is, please let us know.
Please.
Who's being protected?
Please let us know how this is why we should use our money this way. Because literally I'm paying for this. So why should we and yes, I do own a house in Desert Hot Springs. I pay an apartment complex over here in Palm Springs. I work 40 hours a week. Yeah, so I do pay my taxes. Yeah, I do support local business. How and why should I be paying for this? I mean, why?
We're the only other people here. None of us have been victimized by anything.
Yeah, I really wish that they would have stayed on that property, even though I was about to go home right now. I mean, you guys aren't really responding, so I don't know why you guys are still standing here. It's almost intimidating. Where she was saying that definition of terrorism is when you are trying to manipulate people with the use of violence or the fear of violence.
That's the definition.
So I can just grab you and throw you in here. Oh, if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna grab you and throw you somewhere.
What was the officer's name?
I mean, you can't tell me about it. You can't tell me about it. You can't call someone up and say, "Hey, come down to the."
Come talk to me in my office.
Which officer tackled that girl? What was the name of the officer that tackled that girl?
Your family and friends who are
tackled
poor
Mary?
enough
Yeah.
sleeping by as
I'm
it
not
is.
sure.
Someone tackled somebody? Oh my goodness! You guys actually put hands on someone?
No, they threw her into the grass. I saw it. No, I saw her thrown into the grass.
She just fell to the floor. They didn't tackle anybody.
I heard stop resisting to someone who was laying on the ground. I saw a peaceful protester get thrown down into the street, and then I saw brute force executed to arrest her. So I'm asking as a citizen, as someone willing to learn,
Nobody wanted it. I would really.
One of you guys said that this you were acting under the law.
Right to peacefully assemble.
One of you guys said you were acting under the law.
Instead, you know what I am a city in?
We were so proud of it. I was telling my friends. I was telling my friends across the country.
We have nothing but support from our
Not here, they're not doing that. They actually are
fighting for your.
You said that this was the law. I want to know what law it is.
Patrolling the park.
Can you quote me the law that you're acting on,
yeah,
sir?
they are patrolling the streets to make sure that we are protected. That's what we told people. Thanks.
Can you quote me the law you're acting on? Can you? Can any of you guys quote the law you're acting on?
I can quote the law that I'm at.
Other than just that someone told you what to do.
The Constitution.
Yeah, because the kids here know the constitutional rights. Sorry, we're not a bunch of stupid fucking kids. I mean, all this information we just spew at you. It's for nothing. Like, you guys aren't human beings. You guys are human beings.
There was no order to disperse either, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, really, when you come down here 3 days ago and say, oh, this and this and this and this.
We'll be here tonight.
But no, but really, they came during the day, and that served as our warning. I don't know if you guys realize, but on Friday, you came during the day.
I wasn't aware that you could warn someone about having to exercise their First Amendment.
That night you guys came, but that night you guys came and didn't do anything. The next night you came and you didn't do anything. The next night you didn't even come. Now you just run and assault everyone? I mean, where's the warning?
Hot air.
Where's the citation?
What's hot air about talking?
What is this? An attack?
You guys have to understand that their bosses.
Their bosses are us.
That their bosses want us to be a country of
their paychecks are paid by us.
watchers. They want us to be a country of couch potatoes. No longer. We're standing together now.
Yeah, I mean.
Nationwide.
I mean, you should be proud of these kids sitting out here in the cold.
Absolutely. You think it's comfortable? Not at all.
You think it's easy to do research for days and days sleep for 2 hours
to put together that there is no law?
These people believe in what they're doing. These people believe in what they're doing just like you do. They believe with the same passion and the same ferocity in what they're doing that you guys are operating under. I believe you all take your oath seriously. I believe you take your position seriously.
Yeah, right, sure. I mean, if you were ordered to shoot someone in the head with a lethal weapon, would you do it? That's what it comes down to. If someone came and said, shoot this person in the fucking head, they must die. And they did nothing against you. If I stood like this to you, and your superior said, kill this man, would you kill me?
What would make you not?
What would make you not? Really?
Nobody's told me the law that you arrested anyone under.
Your belief and the Constitution mean nothing. What would stop you from killing me?
No one
Look at the other nations.
Otherwise.
Really, look at the other nations. How far are we from that? I am 100% serious. Look at it. Look at the other nations. How far are we from that?
Remember when Obama said, how dare Gaddafi stand against his people from peacefully assembly? How dare him?
How dare him?
Us, and it's
how dare him? How dare? I mean, you guys have nothing to fear, really. So I mean, I don't expect to intimidate.
Who is cleaning your park?
Seriously.
Oh, I sure hope that we're not intimidating anyone standing on the sidewalk.
Because really, our method of attacking you guys is going to the policies and changing them, and therefore making you actually serving the people, and not actually serving a small group of individuals creating laws daily to oppress the public. I mean, I wish we could change the laws and, you know, get the police working on the side of the democracy. We should be creating the laws. Can't have a conversation.
Okay, I copy, but do you guys hear the traffic police here?
I can't have a conversation. I mean, because, I honestly feel, growing up in the United States of America, born in Brooklyn, New York, traveling the interstate my entire life, I honestly grew up disliking police a lot. Big surprise, right? Maybe it's because you guys act like you're bigger than and better than us. And maybe it's because you guys have a chip on your shoulder.
Nobody would be opposing this if there was a victim.
Talk to you about my opinion.
Yeah, where are the victims?
It's actually scary to say something that might offend you guys. It really is. Even though I can say whatever I want to my girlfriend or my best friend or even my mom or dad. But it's really scary to say whatever I want to the cop that pulls me over.
The only victim
Even
here is the Constitution.
It's
true. Amen.
I gotta watch my words. I gotta say sir every time I say something. I don't call my father sir, and he served in the Navy. He fought in the Gulf War.
Why do I not feel safer?
I mean, I don't know. I might call him sir every once in a while. I might call you sir every once in a while. But really, you're that much more important than us. You can't have a conversation with somebody.
The only victim here is the Constitution.
You can come back without your uniform and actually have a conversation. I mean, that's what I invited the guy. You know, come back without your uniform. Let's have a conversation. You know, I mean. Yeah. He told me I'd be arrested tomorrow. I mean, I think that's kind of
I invite the discussion right now. I mean, we're all here.
What I would be arrested for, he just said you will be arrested tomorrow.
I'm willing to learn what law they're breaking.
You will be. I mean, are you gonna come look for me at my house and arrest me tomorrow? What kind of threat is that? If I'm walking down the street and he sees me, he goes, I'm gonna arrest this guy because I promise you tomorrow.
What happened?
That's intimidating. I mean, that's not intimidating.
Was it not a peaceful assembly in your guys' opinions?
Was it peaceful?
Is there cigarette butts over there?
Yeah. Is there any trash laying on the floor? Did anyone pee on a tree, even?
My dog.
Oh. Shit.
But that's allowed.
Too bad the dog didn't get arrested. Yeah, huh?
Lock the dog up.
Watch out. Cops have no morals.
I'm curious, when we can't afford to keep people in the prison system, why we're arresting peaceful people to put them into that same system that we can't keep sustained.
Are aware, because this is what this movement's about: is all these apathetic, ignorant people who don't pay attention to their own government, who is actually governing them constantly. You have to live by these laws. This money comes out of your paycheck. This shit happens all day, every day, constantly. This is what governs your life. So if you don't care about it, I mean, don't get mad if someone calls you apathetic, careless, or ignorant, not wanting to know. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, right? Like, why are you releasing prisoners from the cells and then coming here and arresting protesters and then trashing our belongings? You guys are trashing our belongings right now. I hope you understand that. There is a park group that comes and cleans up the park, and we were actually told that if people were to get arrested, our stuff wouldn't be touched, and the next morning, you know, the maintenance might come and pick up our stuff. Oh, cool. That means at 6 in the morning, those of us over here who are dedicated can go over there and clean up our stuff. But no, our stuff is disrespected by you. You're supposed to be protecting people and property, life and property. You are destructing people and property. You're destroying their lives. This goes on the record. You're destroying days of their lives. You're wasting our time and money. You are destroying our property. So who the fuck is the criminal?
And smiling at me.
Yeah, so who the hell is the criminal? Here. I mean, here. You know? Out of all of us here, who's the criminal? I mean...
Who's breaking the law?
I wouldn't really say that, you know?
Besides the police officers.
You're obstructing the peace.
Yeah.
You know how many new friends I've made? How many...
I didn't know this guy.
Networks. I knew nobody. I started in Palm Springs and found out this like throughout the valley. I met every single person here back here. We were already so close, standing together. And none of us have a point of view. That would have never happened unless this movement was occurring right now.
So you guys are breaking up. We're not allowed to come here tomorrow or we'll get arrested.
I mean, you guys didn't even explain that. It's a public park. I can't step on public property.
If you're going to enforce the curfew, then it is open from 6 to 11.
But he said if I come here tomorrow during the day, I'll get arrested.
You guys give a reason why you was threatened?
Yeah, why I was threatened? Can someone please give me a reason why I was threatened to be arrested for stepping on state property? During hours of operation? that I be arrested during the day. I'd like to know why, so I don't feel afraid to come to my...
Do you have any comments on this?
I mean, does that
You have any comments on what you're witnessing?
Does that make sense at all?
As a citizen, as someone who...
Like I said earlier, the only victim here is the Constitution.
I agree.
You know, this is just absurd. These officers take an oath to uphold the Constitution.
They do. Yeah.
What they're doing now is anything but upholding the Constitution. If they were serious about upholding the Constitution, they would not be doing what they're doing.
Would you agree as a citizen that the only people you've seen break a law so far is the police?
Right.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. I would agree with the basically these ordinances here are not meant to restrict what has been happening here. What has been happening here is outside of what these ordinances are meant for. And what has been happening here has nothing to do with these ordinances, and they've gone above and beyond what they should be doing. This is just outrageous.
I agree. Well put.
Thank you.
For helping our health and safety.
Thank you guys. I wish I could be there right now. I wish I could be there all day.
Stacks of water
and all
to
night.
waste. I hope you guys are going to drink all that water, that evidence, or whatever the hell you're collecting it for. Really? No, really, whatever the hell you're collecting it for.
Tell us correctly. Democracy is really correct.
I really hope you guys are thinking right now. Just a little bit.
At least
Because I'm
you guys
perplexed.
are still here.
I am perplexed at the things that all of these people and myself are presenting to you. And
you know what's sad?
I have no idea what you guys are thinking.
You know what's sad? When we're watching our Riverside County Sheriff's Department take down the American flag.
Ouch! Ouch! Oh my gosh!
There it is.
Incredibly symbolic.
Yeah.
My phone died.
Don't let that
Hey, you guys should put
This is the disgrace of the American flag.
How about JP Morgan Chase on the side of the cruiser? Yeah, you're not American, so don't try to fake it.
Go to Canada.
You guys don't deserve it. Don't go to Canada because they don't like you.
Do you have any moral obligation besides a salary to carry out these orders that are contrary to the law?
They have a lot better morals than us, it seems. Yeah, I wish our county police were as respectful and civil as the Orange County police or Irvine County police or any of the counties all over the U.S. out of the almost 1,000 U.S. cities that are peacefully protesting right now. Maybe 5 brutality cases out of 1,000. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's make a wish.
Let's make a wish.
I wish I had a concept of something that protected me. Oh man. That would be nice to live in a country with laws that protected its citizens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of men that do what they're told and not what is right. And there is a difference.
Yeah, what do you want to do now?
I don't know, I think we're allowed to be on the sidewalk, but then again, the police aren't being very cooperative and civil, so who knows if they're just going to start arresting people.
It's nice that you're folding the flag neatly because you've destroyed what it means. Way more important.
What is the point of that?
It doesn't matter to them. They don't
That's a
follow
formality. Just toss it in the truck with all our other shit.
So where's our stuff from?
No?
That is disgusting, man. Like, seriously, I have to obey everything you say, and you can't even respond to a fucking question? Like, don't we pay your fucking, don't we pay your check? Don't we pay your check? Really? I mean, can you tell?
On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, or my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself, and I will always uphold the Constitution, my community, and the agency I serve. That's the oath of the police. That's the oath that I'm pretty sure you all took. Am I wrong?
Not the oath that you upkeep.
Well, those are that apparently it's different.
Definitely not the oath you keep. Don't you dare.
Honor means one's word is given as a guarantee.
No honor in this.
Betray is defined as the breaking of faith with public trust. Badge is the symbol of your office. Integrity is the same person in both private and public life. Character means the quality that is distinguished in an individual. Public trust is a charge of duty imposed in faith towards who you serve. Courage is having the strength to withstand unethical procedure out of fear or danger. Accountability means that you are to answer and respond to your oath as an officer. Community is the jurisdiction and citizens that you serve.
$20 an hour to act like bullies?
Not act.
To be bullies? Yeah. To bully around your employers? You're lucky we don't vote for you. You're very lucky we don't vote for you. Ugh. Since when is a government job a fallback?
So who do I talk to about getting my belongings back? Because
Our California flag.
Yeah, like, I love my sweater right now. I mean, you got like 30 years. I have to stand here and control the meeting.
They should be able to tell you. They should be able to answer any questions that are presented. Exactly. There is no. We're not criminals. None of us here are criminals.
You see how your bosses are treating you? You can't even stare at us.
you guys are all next.
We're people.
Yeah, you're all next. Sucks for you guys. I hope. Oh man.
What if you agreed with us and you were here on your day off? What would you say to your fellow officers?
Is that even allowed of them? Are they allowed to come here?